Hey guys. So this will be my last orchestra video. I'm going to combine week 23 and week 24 since they're just review. So this will only take a few minutes. What they want you to do, if you look on page 193 of your foundations guide, on week 23 you are reviewing what you did for weeks 20 and 21. And for week 24, you're reviewing what you did for week 22. So week 23, the vocabulary that we are reviewing is the Romantic period and then the transition into the Modern period. And representing those are the composers we learned about, Tchaikovsky and Debussy. And then week 24, you'll finish off with the Modern period and Stravinsky. So what I like to do, I do like pretty much the same thing both weeks. What I like to do is, for example, I'll start off saying like, what was the time period that was full of emotion? It started in the 1830s and lasted until like the early 1900s. And so I'll ask them that and they'll try to get the right answer, which is the Romantic period. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't think I know any of the answers, it's totally fine. It just gives them a moment to stop and think about what they've learned and try to get the right answer. It's a way to review, but also getting them engaged, getting them involved. They're doing something, they're thinking. They're really listening to what you're saying. And so even if they don't get any of the answers right, it's completely fine. So what I do is we split up into classrooms, and then I just ask out loud, and then they work together as a class, and the tutor writes it on the whiteboard. So if you have really little ones, like 4-year-olds, you may want to maybe just ask them, and they have to like raise their hand and see who gets the right answer. You could also do that. They don't have to be writing things down and working together in teams. It's just do what you think is appropriate for your classroom. You'll be surprised at how much they really did pick up. When I first started doing this years ago, I was like, I don't know if they're going to get any of them right, but they actually did. There were a lot of right answers. So I was so proud of them. They were really paying attention and picking up a lot. So even if they don't, it's fine. So then what I like to do is a lead-in question. So now that the right answer was supposed to be Romantic period, then I say, okay, what composer did we hear from during the Romantic period? And the answer should be Tchaikovsky. And then you can lead into that and say, okay, what symphony did we listen to from Tchaikovsky? So it'll be Symphony No. 6, the 4th movement, and so on and so forth. And so I like to do just a little bit of pop quiz in the beginning and start off that way. That way we're reviewing in a fun way. And then what I like to do next is you could really do almost whatever you want. You could take a minute for each section and do like a lot of different pieces to let them listen to, or you could spend some time on one if you'd like. So what I like to do is I like to go back and listen quickly to the piece that we listened to, the Symphony No. 6, the 4th movement. I like to listen to that a little bit, and you could also play some more pieces from Tchaikovsky, or maybe play a different piece from a different composer from the Romantic period and show them another symphony from the Romantic period, and the same for Debussy and the same for Stravinsky. You can just either play what you listened to before, you can play a different piece from them, or you can play just another piece from that time period. And like I said, maybe you'll have time for 2 or 3 if you just keep it really, really short. And then that way it's just more exposure, more songs that they're listening to. So that's really it. Just go ahead and look at your vocabulary and just review that and have fun doing it. This is a chance to kind of just have fun, close out orchestra. You've already introduced all of this new information, and you may even find a piece you want to show them and you recognize the instruments and maybe talk to them about it. Or if that's totally overwhelming and you're like, I don't know what instruments I'm listening to, this is a new piece I want to show them, then maybe just let them listen to it for a few minutes and see what they think about it. So that's really it, guys. It's like my shortest video. Have fun reviewing for week 23 and week 24. I hope that you enjoyed orchestra this year, and who knows, maybe next year it'll be even more fun for you. So, all right, thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.